What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and we are back on the road to 1,000. We are almost there. Oh my goodness, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. I want to thank all of you for participating in the last Road to 1,000 video, for answering the questions, for sharing the video. I really do appreciate it. And in this episode, we have a winner. That's right. Mystical Empath answered the question correctly and shared a video of mine on social media, so she gets the reading for today. There was some confusion. The question I asked was, what was the daily reading on my website? I think some of you got confused. You thought I meant my YouTube channel. I'm sorry, but don't worry, there's another opportunity to win. We're not quite at 1,000 subscribers yet, so stay tuned to the end of this video where I will ask the next question for next Friday's free reading. So it's not over, guys. We're not at 1,000 yet, okay? But all right, here we go. Mystical Empath won the reading, and she wanted a general reading, no specific question. And I thought, this is 1,000 subscribers. This is a celebration. Let's create a brand new spread that I've never done before. So I created a spread for this, and hopefully it works out. I've never actually done it, so we'll see how it goes. We got a bunch of decks here. We got the Crystal Reading cards, the Llewellyn Tarot, the Keepers of the Light Oracle, and the Mortem Oraculum Oracle. So we're going to use all of these decks today, starting with the Llewellyn Tarot, which I have already shuffled. So if you would give me a moment to center myself, cut the deck, and deal the cards out. All right, here we go. Alright, thanks for your patience. I like to get it all perfect, and it's a very calming thing for me to lay these cards out, so I take my time. Alright, next we're going to go to the Mortem Oraculum, and we're going to ask it what shadow aspects are popping up into Mystical Empath's life at this time. What shadow aspects? Where is the shadow popping up? Where is the shadow popping up? Is that one. Next we're going to have, what crystal or healing energy should Mystical Empath focus on? Oh. We'll talk about that in a moment. Alright. And then, what healing message for Mystical Empath, excuse me. Alright, there we go. We got our cards down. It's a mess, but it'll make sense as we get into it, I hope. So what we're going to do is take a look at these cards individually. Now, I've set this up into 4 kind of sections, and each section kind of represents an area of Mystical Empath's life. I'll just address you. Okay, we're talking to you, Mystical Empath, so I'm going to say you. So, first area of your life we're going to address is your thoughts or your words. This is the sword section. And this card here represents how you currently relate to your thoughts and your words. We've got the Judgment card. I'm getting the feeling that recently you've had a kind of, maybe like an epiphany, maybe it was a conscious decision, maybe it was just an idea that you had to kind of shift your thoughts and your words to a new direction. I'm assuming this is into a new positive direction, so I feel as though this is a positive card, good things coming from this. And so yeah, like a shift towards positivity in the way that you think and talk. And I think this is a result of some sort of awakening. Maybe this is a energetic download that you received, or maybe this is a message from your guides that kind of finally has hit home, and it's like, wow, I could be a little bit more conscious about what I'm saying and what I'm thinking, and we could all serve. That could do well for all of us, but particularly for you now, mystical empath, I'm getting the feeling that there's a shift and there's a change happening, and this might be even subconscious. We get so many messages through our dreams and all sorts of different ways that we're not even conscious of, and it does affect how we act and think and speak. So definitely some change going on here. This card here represents what you should hold on to in terms of your words and your thoughts. We've got the King of Wands. Alright, the feeling I'm getting from this card is that you should, with your words and with your speech, you should be or continue to be very confident that what you have to say is valuable, that people will listen to you, and that you need to express yourself. So confidence is basically the word I'm getting here for this, is just being very sure of yourself in the way that you speak and the way that you think. Don't second guess yourself. Don't think to yourself, oh, that person's not going to like what I have to say, so I'm not going to say it. That's not what the King of Wands is about. The King of Wands says, I have something important to share. I'm going to share it. I don't care what other people think about it, because this is how I'm going to express myself, and I'm a unique human being, and I deserve to express myself. So I think that's what you should hold on to, is staying confident and staying sure of yourself when it comes to your words and your thoughts. All right, this card represents what to let go of when it comes to your words and your thoughts. And we've got the High Priestess. To me, this card is about introspection. It's about going inward and really analyzing. And I think it's important to analyze your thoughts, but at the same time, I think this card is suggesting that maybe there should be less attention given to, second guessing your thoughts, thinking about your thoughts, thinking about what you're thinking about. You know what I'm saying? And to me, this is sort of almost like a censor. You shouldn't censor yourself when you're speaking. Yes, some things that you're going to say is going to upset people. That's just the way it goes. But no matter what you do, you're going to upset people. So just be yourself, and whatever people get upset, they can get upset. And so I think this is about not second guessing yourself. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop worrying about what people are going to say or think or do based on the things that you say. So this is don't overanalyze is basically the message that I'm getting here. Don't overanalyze your thoughts or your words to the point where maybe you even censor yourself, because we don't want that. We want you to be free and expressive. We want that throat chakra to be wide open. And so if you're going to censor yourself, that's not going to happen, and you're going to find some blockages in your throat chakra area, which, God forbid, if it goes unchecked, can manifest in the physical. So we don't want that. So that's your thoughts and your words, the sword suit. Next, we're going to go over here. This is the cup suit. And this side of the reading represents your emotions and your creativity. So we're going to check this middle card, which represents how you feel about your emotions and creativity at this time. And we've got the Four of Swords. Okay. I'm getting the feeling that you really are kind of meditative with your emotions, to the point where you really are thinking about them. And I hate to say this is positive or negative. It just is. I think there's positives and negatives to everything. I think the positives of this is that if you're introspective about your emotions, then you're learning from them. You're understanding what the messages are inherent within them. So that's good. We shouldn't live a life unanalyzed, right? But at the same time, the negative here is that you can go too far overboard, and you can start dwelling in your emotions. You can get stuck in your emotions. If let's say you have a negative emotion of depression, and you overanalyze it, and you kind of stay in that depressive state for far too long. So you be the judge whether there's too much of this, but I definitely feel as though there's a meditative energy surrounding your creativity, surrounding your emotions. So let's see what this card has to say, which represents what to hold on to when it comes to your emotions. And we've got the Five of Wands. And there's conflict. There's always going to be conflict. We're human beings. We have conflicting emotions. That goes without saying. And this card is saying you should hold on to that. A lot of times, human beings, us, we will try to ignore the emotions that we don't like. We'll ignore the emotions that cause conflict or cause pain, and we'll stuff them deep down, and we'll let them simmer and fester. And then one day they'll explode on us, right? Because there's no getting around it. We have to observe them. We're not going to just stick them in a corner somewhere. You sweep some dirt under the rug. The dirt doesn't go anywhere. It's still under the rug. And then when it's time to move, you're going to pick up that rug. You're going to be like, oh my goodness, I shouldn't have left this unchecked. Now there's things growing here. You know what I mean? So this card is suggesting that you don't run and hide from those negative emotions or the emotions that cause conflict or cause pain in some way. You should embrace them. And because, like I always say in all my readings, negative emotions are here to teach us something. And generally, they're here to teach us what to move away from. So they are very important in our lives. There's this new age idea, I don't know where it started, that, negative emotions should be ignored and we just focus on positivity. And that's completely wrong. Our negative emotions are a guiding light in our lives. And so it's very important that you don't stick them deep down inside of you so that they can grow out of control. All right, this card represents what to let go of when it comes to your emotions and your creativity, and we've got the Lovers. When you think of lovers, let's say like Romeo and Juliet, you think of like intense passion to the point where nothing else matters, right? And they do some stupid things, right? No one should kill themselves over unrequited love or forbidden love or whatever. That's just an example. So I'm getting the feeling here of over passion, and it seems weird to even suggest such a thing exists, being too passionate. But that is what this card is saying. I think this card is asking you to not associate, not identify yourself with your emotions as much. Don't get so caught up in your emotions, mystical empath, is what this card is saying. We can get attached to them, and we can start to build our identities around emotions that we have, that are more frequent emotions. And that's very dangerous because you are not your emotions. Emotions are it's a roller coaster ride. And if you're going to associate with any one of them, you're going to miss the other ones, or the other ones are just going to, completely destroy you because you're in a one-track sort of mentality. So emotions, they come, they go, and this is saying let's not get too wrapped up in your emotions. Let's not get too caught up. Let's have a more detached. Let's detach from our emotions a little bit, or your emotions, I should say, mystical empath. Detach from them a little bit more, because when you get too involved in them, then you're at the whims of them. And I always say this in all my readings. I feel like a broken record sometimes, but the truth is that if we're going to feel based on our emotions, we're going to feel like it's a roller coaster ride. That life is full of ups and downs and lefts and rights. We're not going to know where we are. But if you separate yourself from your emotions and you are a solid rock, you're just you at all times, and you still have emotions, of course, but you're not going to get wrapped up in them. So you're going to maintain a high vibration without allowing these energies to push you around, basically. The energy of your emotions. So that is what to let go of when it comes to emotions, is to not be so attached to them. Okay? All right, so that was the cups. Now we're going to move on over here. This represents the wands, and it's the actions and intuition section. So let's check out how you are towards action and intuition at this time. We've got the Five of Pentacles. I'm getting the feeling here that maybe, mystical empath, you're feeling a little bit lost as far as where to put your action at this time, what to do. Perhaps, you know that you want to accomplish something, but you're not sure exactly how to do it. And maybe you're even feeling a little bit alone, like there's not enough guidance for you, there's not enough support for you in creating this action, whatever it may be. So this could also represent your intuition, and maybe feeling a little bit alone in your intuition. Maybe you're not feeling the energy of your guides, so you're not really sure how to proceed. It could also mean that. It could mean a combination of those two things. So I feel as though that there's some negative energy here, and it's your perspective, of course, of just not knowing which way to proceed, where to put your energy into at this time. Okay, so let's check out what to hold on to in regards to that. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. More Pentacles here under the Wands section. And I think this card is saying that you really should focus on your family. You should focus on bringing abundance to you and the people in your life. And that's where you're going to put your action, is in creating a better life for yourself, which thereby creates a better life for the people around you. So this is asking you to be a little bit selfish, and focus maybe on money or maybe on health a little bit more. As far as where to put your action, focus on your family and making sure that they're happy as well. But you're the most important person, even before your family. Don't make sacrifices for others before you are feeling fully healed. You can't share from an empty cup, as they say. So you got to heal yourself first. And I think focusing on abundance, focusing on prosperity around you is going to help you a lot. And then it's going to help the people around you as well. All right, so let's check out this card. This card represents what to let go of when it comes to your actions and intuitions. And we've got the Page of Cups. This card is suggesting that you avoid making emotional reactions. Avoid putting action into this world based on solely emotion, especially like immature emotions, right? If you're not fully in charge, like I said, if you're on that roller coaster ride and you're going to react as a result of that roller coaster ride, your actions are going to be all over the place, okay? But if you're more focused, if you have a better foundation emotionally, then you can start making decisions, based on that. But if you're going to be kind of immature and allow your emotions to throw you around everywhere, it's going to be hard to figure out where to put your action. And when you do put action into it, it's going to be unfocused. So basically what I'm trying to say here is use all your faculties when thinking about what action to take in this world. Use your logic, use your emotions, use your intuition, use the resources around you. Use all these things to make a decision. So you make a well-rounded decision rather than a one-sided, two-dimensional decision. So yeah, basically, in summation, okay, don't react based on emotions as far as your actions go. Think about them. Take some time and figure out the best course of action rather than just reacting reflexively. Yeah? Yeah, okay. All right, so that was the Wands. Let's move on over here to the Pentacles. And this area represents money and health in your life. And this card represents how you feel about money and health. And we've got the 8 of Wands. So I think there's a lot of movement right now. I think things are happening. Things are changing, perhaps. And there's a lot of intense energy surrounding your finances or your health or, the Pentacles. The Pentacles represent earthly things. So when I say finances, I also mean just abundance in general. This is food, this is clothes, this is shelter, this is medicine, all those things that you can tangibly touch and feel, not just money. So I do feel as though, as far as abundance goes, I think there is definitely some change happening and you're going through something here and it's happening rather quickly. So let's check out what you should hold on to in that respect. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. I think this card is saying you should show gratitude for all that you have. So often we take things for granted. You know that. I know that. We all know that. We have a nice car and all we can think of is I want a better one. Or, we buy a house and all we can think of is I need a bigger house, right? And so few of us will take the time out to say, you know what, I have so much abundance around me. I am so secure. I'm so happy. I'm so, self-assured. And you should show gratitude for that because that's true. You have everything you need to be happy right now. You have so much abundance around you. Just the fact that you're watching this video proves that you have so much more abundance than many people on this planet. You have access to electronics and Wi-Fi and all sorts of beautiful things that most people don't even have. maybe not most, but a large percentage of people don't have. So be grateful, and in showing gratitude for all that you have, you're going to be sending out a message to the universe that I have so much, and the universe is going to take that message and say she wants so much, and the universe is going to give you so much, right? Whatever frequency you're emitting, you're going to get more of that. So if you emit the frequency of gratitude, then you're going to bring to you more things to be grateful for. That's how the law of attraction works. That's how this universe works. That's how living on this planet as a creator, a conscious creator, works. So that's what to hold on to. Let's check out what to let go of. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. And I'm getting the feeling that things are so hectic right now that now's not the time to start any new projects, any new ventures, to start any new diets. I get the feeling here that you're holding on for the ride, and it's just not the time at this time to start something new when it comes to the Pentacles, when it comes to money or health or finances or any of those things. So I think that now's the time for improving where you're at rather than starting a whole new phase. And hopefully that means something for you. And so, yeah, I think that's pretty clear message there. Now's not the time. Let's get things under control before you start something new, basically. All right, makes sense. So far, so good. Very good. Let's move on over to... Do you need me to... in summary? Yeah, let's go in summary. As far as your thoughts and your words... I feel as though there's a new energy here, and you're being more conscious about what you're saying, what you're thinking. And the message here is to be more confident in your words and less second guessing. As far as the cups here, your emotions and your creativity, you do think about them a lot. And like I said, there's a double-edged sword. There's good and bads to that. Don't be afraid of your conflict type emotions. They're here to help you. But also don't be too attached to your emotions, because that can get you into some trouble. So you want to be more even-keeled emotionally. As far as your action and intuition, I get some negative energy here. You're feeling a little bit alone and left out in the cold, but you should focus on bringing more abundance to you and just making a happier life for yourself so that you can help your family and your friends out. And avoid making emotional reactions. Avoid doing things based solely on emotion, because that's going to get you into trouble as well. As far as your money and your health, I see a lot of movement here. I see a lot of activity. Things are happening. Show gratitude for what you have, but now's not the time to take any new steps in new directions. Okay? Cool. So let's go on over here. This is the Mortem Oraculum, and I asked it, where is your shadow side playing up? Like, where is your shadow side showing itself at this time? And we've got the butterfly with the messenger message. Actually, that's more of a moth. Sorry. I'm getting like a spiritual kind of vibe from this. Huh, interesting. I think your shadow is playing up. The ego possibly is bringing up some false ideas about spirituality. Maybe there's some ideas about this non-physical side of reality that you're holding that are not true and holding you back. That's kind of the message that I'm getting here from this messenger card. Yeah. Something about your beliefs are not 100% in alignment with reality. And I think that's where your shadow side is kind of purposefully doing that for who knows why the shadow does what it does. I don't know. But that's the feeling that I'm getting from this card. So take a look at that and see if there's anything holding you back from advancing spiritually. Some ideas that you may have that's holding you back. Okay? Alright, so this card represents what crystal or healing energy you need to bring into your life right now. We've got Scolecite. Oh, beautiful. I love Scolecite. Let me go grab my Scolecite. Here it is. See the resemblance? Yeah, Scolecite's a wonderful crystal for calming. It's just such a calming crystal. It's great for meditation. It helps you to breathe more slowly, which in turn is going to slow things down, which in turn is going to get you more in touch with your higher self and with the spiritual realms. The more calm and relaxed you are, the more in touch you're going to be with the spirit realms. The more out of your ego you get, the more communication you're going to get with the spirit realm. So School of Sight's going to help you with that. It's going to help you with your sleeping. It's going to help you with your dreaming. It's going to help you stay more calm and relaxed, so that you're not, your emotions aren't taking you on a roller coaster ride, so to speak. Okay, so Skull Sight's a wonderful crystal to use at this time if you're a crystal person. If you're not a crystal person, just concentrate on the breath work. This is the stone of just slow, big breaths. And if you're ever feeling stressed out, take a deep breath through the nose and release it slowly through the mouth. And just do that, 8, 9, or 10 times, and you're going to see that whatever you were stressed about, whatever you're worrying about, doesn't matter. It just doesn't. So Skull of Sight's a beautiful crystal. All right, let's check out what healing message Spirit has for you at this time. And we've got Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. I think Master Buddha is here to tell you that I think you're ready to take another step, a bigger step in the direction of expanded consciousness. I think you're ready. I think there is maybe, like I said, something holding you back. Your shadow side is trying to stop you almost from advancing spiritually, is kind of the feeling that I'm getting. But you are ready to take another spiritual step. So we got to figure out what this is. You can do that through shadow work, through meditation, But the increased awareness here is just leading me to believe that you're expanding very quickly, and you're ready to understand more about this universe. And it's time to make that step in that direction. Your guides are supporting you as always. Even spiritual entities who are not your guides, probably like Master Buddha, are here to protect you and to help you and to guide you. So you have a lot of support, and I think it's time to take the next spiritual step. Basically, is the message that I'm getting here. And that comes through trusting your higher self, from trusting your psychic ability, from trusting the messages that you're receiving from Spirit. So it's about opening up the lines of communication and trust with your guidance. And they're going to be the ones to help you move past this shadow aspect of yourself so that you can make a forward spiritual progress. All right, Mystical Empath, that was the reading. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got something out of that. That was the first time I've done this spread, and it seems to be pretty effective. I like it. I might do this for myself, actually. Okay? So I want to thank you for participating, Mystical Empath, and thank you again to everyone who participated. So what we'll do is we'll do another one. And the way we'll do it is I'm about to ask a question. All you have to do is answer the question I'm about to ask you, and then share a video of mine on social media. It could be this video. It could be any video that you want to share from me. Share that on social media, and then post in the comments the answer to your question and just where you shared that video, and you will be entered to win a tarot reading just like this. You can do a general reading like Mystical Empath did, or if you have a specific question you want answered, I will answer it. The choice is completely up to you. So thank you for participating. Thank you all for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for participating, for writing in the comment section, for liking, for sharing, for subscribing. You guys are the best. A great community. I love you all. You guys are such positive, uplifting people, and it's my pleasure to do these giveaways because it's just a small token of my appreciation for all the support that you've given me. I really do appreciate it. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mystical Empath, for participating, and put your comments in the comment section to get entered for next week's free tarot reading. All right, that's going to do it for me. I hope this resonated with you, Mystical Empath. Put in the comment section if you want to talk about this reading at all. And to all of you, leave a like if you enjoyed this. And, go on over to lightofriga.com if you want your own personal reading without having to win it. All right, leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Until next Friday. Peace.